I think, if I'm not mistaken and all the buttons are pressed correctly, I believe he is on with us. Ladies and gentlemen, he made it. We got him. Clay Aiken!
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Very good,
Is there
Ray.
any question that hasn't been asked of you yet?
I don't think there is.
This is the
But it is a good
Aiken.
challenge for you to come up with
I know,
one.
but we were thinking nobody else heard all those millions of other interviews, so we could ask you just about anything. Clay
Thank
Aiken,
you.
American Idol, we're so delighted to talk to you. You know, sometimes we get on the internet and look things up about people. I was on eBay looking to see some unusual things about you. There are Clay Aiken address labels, Clay Aiken light switch plate
Really?
covers, checkbook covers, pillowcases, magnets.
Oh.
But the most interesting thing was, when I got online, there were 108 items under Clay Aiken.
Yeah.
The 3 minutes it took me to look around, there were 811 items. I mean, like, minute after minute, people are just adding more things to sell about you.
108 to 811.
I'm sorry,
That's 700 and something.
808 to 811. Can you?
Oh, 808 to 811.
Like
Okay.
one per minute.
That's quite a few.
I hope you're getting a cut on all this stuff. Man.
I don't get a penny.
Well, listen, it's a real pleasure. You know, we've been following you, obviously, since day one, and most of America is, too. And, of course, Trinice, your buddy from Memphis
Yes.
here. And, hey, man, this is the home of rock and roll, you know? I mean...
And Trinice. That's
And
what it's
Trinice.
really the home of Trinice.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, are you just absolutely exhausted and just playing, and I mean, just like going crazy, or?
But, you know, I spent a little bit of time being exhausted, and now I've just learned how to deal with the schedule. You know, I'm learning to adapt, and I'm learning to sleep on 4 hours a night.
Oh,
And
really?
if I can get by on that, then I'm doing much better.
Yeah.
Well, your CD and the single, everything's doing spectacular.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, it really
Thank you very much.
Were you worried about it at all?
Not really worried. I think I just went out and did my thing, and you know, hoped that it would do well. And if it didn't, then I'm definitely still prepared to go back and teach in North Carolina. And if it works out really well,
I think you're beyond that now. I think it's going to go beyond that. The process of finding the song, like Invisible, I mean, what do you go through a whole slew of songs? Do you have people that help you and try to direct you into a certain sound, or how does it work?
well, I mean, Clive Davis and Steve Ferreira at RCA and Simon Fuller and the people at 19 went in search of some stuff that they thought would be good for me, that they thought I'd like, and they gave me a list of stuff, and they gave me a CD full of songs, and I said, I hate this, I like that, I love this, and we went from there. And there were really not too many that I hated. I think the most of the stuff that they gave me was stuff that I really enjoyed and really liked quite a bit, and I thought was appropriate for me to sing. You know, I kind of set out some ground rules and said I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and I didn't have to. There was not much argument, really. I think the people at the record label who were involved with this really had a good grasp on what they thought I sounded like, and they were correct in finding stuff that I was happy with and that I liked.
This thing's been out just a couple of weeks, and we're on the air with Clay Aiken on FM 100, and it's sold 1 million copies already. It's truly amazing.
Well, we're very excited about that.
I bet. Clay, we talked to Trinice sometimes, and when we talked to her, you guys were in the middle of the American Idol tour, and everything was still American Idol, and now you guys are kind of out on your own. Do you miss the whole American Idol experience? Do you miss being with those people every day?
I miss the protection of American Idol.
Yeah.
I miss you know, the fact that with American Idol I knew at least, I mean, of course some people were going to get cut, but I knew at least where I was going to be the next day and what I would be doing, and that there was a job, and that people were going to cheer for American Idol if they weren't cheering for me, they were going to cheer because they were cheering for the show, and there's definitely a protection, a shelter of, you know, American Idol pays for where you live. American Idol takes care of your food and that type of stuff. Once you got off American Idol, you're on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that was a little bit different. But I do miss. I mean, we're family. We're definitely a family. We spent, oh gosh, I don't know how long. We met each other last December and pretty much spent every waking moment with each other.
Yep.
Living together, working together, eating together, breathing, everything. We did all the stuff together. We're without a doubt a family, and I miss the family. We're going to have some reunion.
Your recording contract and your career is off and running. What about the acting, television, movies, anything coming up?
You know, I don't. Television, as far as television goes, you know, we have an American Idol Christmas special that comes up on the 25th or 6th or something like that.
That'll be huge.
And then we have I'm doing the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the AMAs this week. There are a number of television appearances that that I'll be on. As far as acting and movies and TV and that type of thing, I was going to be a special ed teacher. I was going to be a teacher and had my life all planned out. That's what I was going to do. And this is kind of a new project for me, and I'm just happy and content with doing what I'm doing here. And if this works out for me, we'll continue to do it.
So many people that get into your profession, they try to take it so far, and they hit that Peter principle where they're not doing things that they were maybe meant to do. You are meant to sing, and you're a great performer, and you've got great success. And I think you're keeping that all in perspective. It's great. We're talking.
Well, I'm just going to play it. I'm going to play it how it goes. If there's an opportunity that comes along and it seems right, then yeah. Going out and searching for them. I'm not sure, because I think you're right. I mean, I think this is what this is what I feel I was intended to do, and that's where I'm going to stay doing for now.
American Music Awards on Sunday night. Are you going to sing?
I am, yes.
Very good. What, Invisible?
I think we'll do Invisible. Yeah,
that's a good idea. Steve Conley here is like one of your biggest fans.
Well,
we should mention.
One of.
I say one of because we've even found bigger fans than Steve, which is impossible.
Listen, are you amazed by this fame and what this has brought out? I mean, there are some people. I hate to use the word fanatical because this is just fan comes from fanatic, but this is one of your biggest fans. This is Joy. Joy, say hi.
Hi, Clay. How are you?
Hey, Joy. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Joy is going to be going to the American Music Awards to see you perform.
That's why she's going to the American Music Awards.
She was at the concert here and watching you. And Joy, tell them the story about the jersey.
Yeah, this was funny. I had met Brian, the tour hairdresser, through a mutual friend in Philadelphia, and I had made arrangements to meet up with Brian at the concert. And he came out, and I gave him a souvenir for his trip here. It was the first time to Memphis. My son goes to the University of Tennessee, so I had given him a UT football jersey. And when you came up out of the stage for Invisible wearing a UT football jersey, I nearly had a heart attack. Now I'm wondering, how did it get from Brian's back to your back?
That I wore.
Hang on, guys. What did you say, Clay?
That was the jersey that she gave Brian was the one that I wore.
Exactly.
Yes, I was totally thrilled, but I never heard the story
Joy,
how you ended up with it.
Hang on. For some reason, you guys can't hear each other. You have to talk one at a time. Joy, what did you say, Clay, right at the end there?
There wasn't a Memphis Grizzlies jersey available, so I actually asked Brian if I could use his Tennessee jersey.
That's great.
That's very cool. Great connection then. Joy, how many times have you seen Clay live?
Well, I don't want to scare him. But I saw him at the Raleigh concert, and I went to New York and saw him at Good Morning America and the early show.
Good Lord.
And I'll be at the Kimmel show this week, too.
Well, thank you very much, Joy.
Well, I know you have some enthusiastic and creative fans, but I just want you to know that I think we're getting focused. We're doing the voting and the requesting. We're voting on AMA. We're voting on TRL. We're looking at media-based numbers. We just want you to know that we're supporting you 100%.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much.
You're very welcome.
That's pretty amazing.
That is a fan.
That is a fan.
The best fans in the country.
They are.
And I was just amazed you had over 800 items on eBay, and now you've got a fan who's talking about all this media base.
Yes, they know.
Incredible.
They know these things.
Well, Clay,
they call the record label and ask them why we're not getting more airplay. They know what's going on. They're very good.
Other than the chewing on the toenails, is there anything else that might surface in the future that?
And the toenail chewing is gone. It's over.
I know.
And I really regret that because I liked. I'm kidding.
Are you amazed? Did you ever go back and look at your first audition with Paula and Simon and those guys, and then look at yourself now and how you've been really transformed, both your look, but your style, your whole singing style?
Well, I don't know that my singing style's changed any. I think I've tried to remain true to myself and just do my thing.
I guess I'm talking about the presentation. You've changed a little bit. You've refined your presentation some.
I think I probably just got more comfortable. I think it's it's just the idea of slowly getting more comfortable with myself and being on stage, that type of thing, a little bit. As far as the look, I don't think I've changed any at all.
Really? I don't know, your hair and stuff.
Of course I have, quite a bit. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Well, Clay, I think you proved that being a runner-up can be a good thing.
Absolutely, man. Well, let's listen to the single.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to play the song here.
Please. Thanks for being on.
You.
Appreciate it, okay?
Thanks so much.
We love you, Clay. Thank you.
Thank you, Memphis. Thank you guys, too.
All right, man, you got it. A good kid, going to be a teacher, and happens to be able to sing well.